to preserve our culture, preserve our individuality, at the same time motivate us to be integral part of free and welcoming Australian society. Independence is more of a responsibility than a privilege. Then what is there in it to celebrate? There is one particular element of independence which is called freedom. And freedom definitely calls for celebration. Now the question arises, how the freedom attained in such a different part of India back in 1947 is relevant to us here living in Australia. The relevance lies in the beautiful lines written by none other than Subhash Chandra Bose, the greatest freedom fighter and one of the most beloved sons of India. He writes, "An individual may die for an idea, but the idea will incarnate itself into thousands of lives." This is how the wheel of evolution moves on. And the ideas and visions of one nation are bequeathed to the next. These lines give us motivation to put our sweat and blood towards the prosperity and happiness of Australia, where we live as free citizens and we call it as Karambhumi. Freedom is not only material, it is also eternal. And how to attain that eternal freedom? The 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, explains. He says, "Hamari karo haate raksha puran hoy chit ki ichha tab chandan man rahe hamara. Apna jaan karo pritpara hamre dus sabe tumka wo aap haat de mohi bachavo. Sukhi basai moro parvara sevak sikh sabe kartara. Mor acha nish karda kariye sab bairan ko aat sangariye." How can we achieve that eternal freedom when we eliminate our enemies? But Guruji also says, "Na koi bani na begana sagal sab humko bani aayi." Which means, I don't have any enemies. Whole humanity is my friend. Then whom do we want to eliminate? We want to eliminate the enemies which reside within us. They are greed, ego, anger. I think this 15th of August gave us an opportunity to do the introspection and take a pledge that we will defeat those enemies. When we will defeat those enemies, we will attain the eternal freedom. And we will carry this message. And this will be relevant today in 2015 as it was in 1947. This will be as relevant in Australia, in Canberra, as it was in New Delhi in 1947. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I don't want to keep on going, and we are not gathered here to listen to me. And there were a lot of beautiful programs lined ahead. But before I end up, I've received a message from Andrew Lee, and he's requested us to just speak it out to you. All right, I will read this message on behalf of Andrew Lee. Andrew Lee is our Member of Parliament, and he writes, "It gives me great pleasure to extend my congratulations and best wishes to Indian community in Canberra on this anniversary of Indian independence. I would like to thank Federation of Indian Associations in ACT for its role in promoting and sharing its unique occasion with the rest of the Canberra community. 15 years ago, I made my first visit to beautiful country, India, a land of remarkable culture. Today, as we celebrate 68th year of Indian independence, I am delighted to see this culture manifested throughout the Canberra region, amongst our families, friends, and other loved ones." Thank you very much.